Hello everyone, welcome to Exambee. Embrace the Exambee learning experience. So in this video, we are going to discuss NICL AO exam analysis, which is based on previous year papers, and that would be a memory based paper. So before starting this video, let's have some bit of motivation that we have multiple candidates selected in SEBI grade A, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A, IPS SO and many more exams. So our student trust our strategy and make it to the government jobs. So you can be the next person. So let's start the video. Before starting the exam analysis, I would like to tell you that NICL has already released the notification for IT specialist in which there are 25 vacancies. So total of 25 vacancies, there are 4 vacancies for SC, 2 vacancies for ST, 7 vacancies for OBC, 3 vacancies for EWS, 9 vacancies for UR category and 1 vacancy for PWD. NICL have 3 phases, pre, mains and the interview. So the pattern of phase 1 would be QRE, in which English will have 30 questions of 30 marks, reasoning will have 35 questions of 35 marks, quant will have 35 questions of 35 marks and total number of questions would be 100. And the phase 2 exam for specialist officer, that is IT stream, will have these sections: reasoning, English, general awareness, quant and the stream specific paper. So reasoning will have 40 questions of 40 marks, English will have 40 questions of 40 marks, general awareness will have 40 questions of 40 marks, quant will have 40 questions of 40 marks and stream specific paper, which is IT, will also have 40 questions of 40 marks, and the total number of questions will be 200 and the maximum marks will be 200 and the time allotted will be 150 minutes. So this is all about the exam pattern. Now let's discuss the memory based paper. So before I begin, I want to make this very clear. These questions I'm about to share with you are memory based. That is means these were recalled by the student after the exam. They are not the complete set of questions, but they still give us some excellent ideas about the exam level and the topic to be focused on and the expected exam areas. So in the computer organization, there is one question from the circuit question which involving RAM and SIM, and that was an easy level question and completely based on the factual testings. The next was RAID 10, where the question was about the minimum number of disk requirement, which was again an easy level and the conceptual question from the storage of the system. So what should we focus in the computer organization? We focus on the memory units, cache, RAID levels, which are from 0 to 10. Also we can expect the tricky questions also, but remember all the questions will be the conceptual theory in this subject. In the data structure and algorithms, we had a question from the array, which is kind of tricky question because the question was like array contain multiple types of data, but as we all know, array is a homogeneous type. So there is a type of question we can say that it is a misconception check question. Another question was related to graph theory. A question was minimum edges of a cyclic graph with n vertices. It was a moderate level questions and kind of formula based, we can say that. Then there is one more question which is about the array data structure, and it was completely conceptual. So what we can read in the data structure and algorithms, we can revise our topics like array, linked list, stack, queue and graph. Also we need to remember the formulas which are being used to find out the minimum edges, maximum edges, the degree of graph, and in case of algorithm you need to learn the sorting algorithms, searching techniques, recursion and also the complexities. The questions can be directly based on the formulas or can be a directly definition based questions. Now let's move to the programming languages. The questions were directly asked here also. In Java, write once and use many. This was the question which was an easy level. And in C++ they have asked about the modules, which is again an easy level question. And in Python the question was related to the syntax based, which is moderate level and based on the conceptual understanding. So how we can prepare for the programming languages? We need to focus on the obviously on the OOPS concept, and the Java. In Java we can focus on the JVM, Java garbage collections, and in C++ we can focus on the functions, class, inheritance, and in Python built-in functions, basic libraries, and so they were going to test about the how you are able to execute a program, or will you able to find the error in the programs. So questions are basically based on that. Now come to the computer network, which have the highest weightage in the last exam. So questions are from the security protocols, ARP uses, encrypted messages, flow and error control, device and signals, then multi-point connections, and also from the protocols. The questions are, the level of questions are easy to moderate, and most of the questions are the conceptual based. So how we can read the computer network? Firstly we need to revise OSI and TCP IP model layer by layer. Then also we need to learn which protocol is work with which layer, and understanding of the devices which we are using in the networks, and most importantly, do not miss the cyber security concept in the networking. Now let's move to the next subject, which is operating system. So the question was asked from the B-Lady anomaly problem, which is kind of moderate level question, but completely based on your theoretical understanding. And the next question is from the command, again an easy level question, but check your practical and synthetical knowledge. Then next question is also on chmod command, which is again an easy level question. So how we can learn the operating system? You can revise all the concepts of process management, memory management, page replacement techniques, paging techniques, segmentation techniques, all you can learn in the operating system. Other than this, you can focus on the shell commands which are being used, and what will be the permission commands and the access control which is used in the Unix and the Linux. So this is all you need to learn in the in the operating system. Let's move to the DBMS. So these were the questions which are asked from the DBMS. First was based on the MongoDB statement, MongoDB, which was the statement based question. Then the logical view, there are 3 views in the database. So it was an easy question and completely based on the conceptual knowledge. Then there were a question from PLSQL, which is again a statement based question and of moderate level. Then there was also a question of database structure, which is of easy level and completely conceptual based. So since SQL also a part of DBMS, so you need to learn the SQL commands, whether it is DDL, DML, DCL or TCL. Or also you need to learn the concepts like joins, subqueries, aggregate functions, and in the DBMS the normalization, then the transactions topic you need to more focus on. Also you need to know the difference between SQL, non-SQL, and why we are using RDBMS, why not MongoDB, what is special in the MongoDB. All the basic knowledge you need to be required to qualify this section. So these are the memory based questions which we have get from the students. But there are many subjects which are present in the syllabus, but we don't have able to get the questions. So those subjects were object-oriented programming, compiler design, SQL, software engineering, web technology, artificial intelligence. So in the case of object-oriented programming, we are not able to get the questions, but the focus area in the object-oriented programming will be the concept like encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstractions, also the difference between C++ and the object-oriented programming, or in Java and Python. Then in the compiler design, the 1 or 2 questions may be asked from this, which is completely based on the phases of compiler, which is lexical, syntax, semantics, or the code generation, also which can be regarding the tokens, parsers, symbol tables. Also you need to know the difference between the compiler and the interpreters. SQL we have already discussed. In the software engineering you need to learn about the SDLC models, the testing techniques, also the SRS document, which is again an important topic. Then in the web technology you need to focus on the basics of HTML, CSS and the JavaScript. One important thing, that is protocol, which protocol is being used in the case of web technology, like HTTP, HTTPS, difference between GET and POST methods. And sometimes they may ask the questions related to security, like what are these cookies, sessions and authentication techniques. Now let's talk about the important subject, which is AI and ML. So this year it is kind of trending subject. Apart from the core subjects, you should expect the questions from artificial intelligence, from the basic definitions like supervised learning, unsupervised learning, And from the machine learning, you can expect the questions from the algorithm like regression techniques, clustering algorithms, decision trees. And other than this, there is again an important subject which I have already discussed, that is cybersecurity. You can focus on the encryption techniques, authentication methods, hashing, digital signatures. Why I am focusing on this? Because these are the emerging technologies, and almost every IT related exam is now testing the awareness about the AI, ML and cybersecurity. So these subjects play an important role from the upcoming exams. You can expect less questions, like there are more questions asked from the CN. So you can expect less questions from there, or expect more questions from the subjects like AI, ML and cybersecurity. You also need to well prepare for these subjects. Last but not the least, remember again, these questions were discussed are completely memory based, and they will give you a strategy to target important topics. And how you can prepare for the exam, like you can practice more and more MCQs, so that you can definitely score well in the technical section of the NICL AO exam. So if you are giving NICL exam this year, so we are also providing a course for NICL AO in which you will get the video lessons, study notes, doubt classes, MCQ booklet which will contain 4,000 plus questions, which are more than enough to prepare for this exam. Also you will have mock test, concept check questions, chapter test in our course. Other than NICL, we are also providing the course for PFRDA, which is ongoing exam. So you can check out the course on our website. We also have expert session which are designed to help you prepare 50% faster, and the mock tests I am talking about are completely based on the actual exam. So it will make your preparation very good for exam. It will not divert you from the difficulty level of that exam. And for the general awareness section, which is very common in the insurance exams, you can download the BPedia, which is a free PDF from the general awareness section of our website. BPedia is based on the yearly, monthly and weekly basis, also on the daily basis. You can check out on our website again. So this is all about this video. Stay motivated, keep learning. Thank you. Prepare 50% faster with iExamB.